Hey, I'm Dr. Paul Dyer. Welcome to Weekly Wednesday. I got some things that it just, all things become near and dear to my heart, and I just want to say thank you to all the blessings and the gifts that friends and family and the universe has provided for me. Without grace, and I don't know if anything is possible. So that's why I want to talk to you today about reconditioning your mind. Um, so many things that we talk about on Weekly Wednesday. It's not so much just a question, but it's also the things that I've been through, so I want to share it with you. Because until we all pull this together, we're all just separate, and there's different in our separatism that we are falling short as a global community, as a personal community within your own body. And that comes with the health practices and living practices and the living sciences. And working in the living sciences, we all have a condition, and we all have had a condition process that we were either born into or that was brought up upon us through our environment. And I've talked about the 5 blocks that we have endured, right? You got your environment, you got your experiences, you have the education, things you're taught, you have your emotions, and then you also have your energy. Those things are the 5 E's, and those things can be reconditioned. First of all, the reconditioning your mind. You have to say to yourself, do I deserve what is coming to me? You ask yourself that, and you have to say, I do deserve what's coming to me, the glory, the gift of heaven praise, right? Say that every day. Say that every day, because if you don't, your words have the power to cause destruction. It's happened to me. It's happened to me when I didn't think I deserve to have the power of the glory, right? Or the gift of life, or the choice of happiness. My kids is just a blessing, joy to me. My grandkids is a blessing, joy to me. The loves in my life has been just a complete blessing to me. I could not be without them if I did not experience them myself, and they have been a gift. But I've also experienced things that caused my own destruction. So you have to say to yourself, I do deserve happiness. I do deserve the gift of life. You know, when we talk about in the martial sciences, when we get students come into the dojo and they're like, I want to do this and I want to be able to do this. Well, first of all, as teachers, we have to say, well, settle down. Find your mind. Find your heart. Let's align that. And of course, as we align that with the spiritual being. So, one of the things that even all of teachings have said is that you deserve to be happy. I did not put you on this earth for you to be in sickness or in pain. So know that you deserve your happiness. Recondition that mind. Recondition that body. You know, if we were working out and I'm trying to get ready to climb Mount Everest and I am doing different conditionings, I'll never get to that mountaintop. I may be in good shape, I may be able to play a good basketball game, but that's not going to help me climb that mountain. It's not. That mountain exercise and conditioning is completely different than playing a different game. What game are you conditioning yourself for? Are you conditioning yourself for the struggle that you're putting yourself in? Condition yourself to put yourself in happiness. Stop chasing and wandering. I know. I've wandered. I've flailed. You know, I love pistol shooting and target shooting. But if you're trying to hit a target and you're only using shotguns and the pellets are going everywhere, you got to use what you call the bullet. The bullet that goes precisely to the target you want to hit. Now, you may not ever hit the bullseye, but if you're only using shotgun pellets, your energy is flying in so many different directions. And I don't care as far as gun shooting, you can use a choke to tighten up the pellets, but it's so many pellets moving in so many even in the same direction, it's not hitting the target altogether. Use the bullet. Train yourself to use the bullet to hit the target. And then as we're shooting towards the target, don't be so discouraged about not hitting the bullseye, because it takes practice and training. It takes precision and training and practice to hit the target where you want to hit it. And that's reconditioning your mind. Your mind is the one that fires it. Your actions is the bullet. Reconditioning your mind, it's not easy. It's just not always just thinking happy thoughts, but it does start there. It does start there. We cause our own sickness. We know that most of the 80% of our sickness is caused by a mental defect, a mental conditioning that we believe that we should be failing. We don't need to fail so we can succeed. You just need to retrain your mind and your heart and align it with the heavens. Align with the glory power of life. And that's what the living science is about. That's what training is about. That precision. Even in the martial sciences, it's that precision. If you think you want to get into a brick break and you're just hitting it with just muscle and you think speed, yeah, you'll come to a point where that's not going to work for you. You need to channel it. You need to channel everything you have to a point of the break. Same thing with the bullet. So as we're reconditioning our mind and reconditioning our heart, saying that I deserve this. I am ready to deserve this. So on Weekly Wednesday today, I want you to say to yourself, I deserve glory. And in that process, you will start channeling your target. Thank you for listening to Weekly Wednesday. Again, I like to keep this short and sweet so you can start working on this. You know, I may prosper, but if we don't prosper, then I fail. So being prosperous has nothing to do with the material things. We know that. It has more to do with happiness and joy and love and salvation. What is your heart aligned to? Start listening to your glory. Start accepting the gift. In that acceptance, we have that power. What can be distraction? We'll get to those another time. And we've talked about the distraction before. We've talked about the practices before. You can listen to the other podcasts. But I want you to know about reconditioning your mind. Know that you deserve it. Know that you have the power. Without the love of anything and love of self, we cannot align ourselves with the power of glory. Stop your suffering from your own destruction. This is not just creating a metamorphic change. You are the change. We see the communities out here that's broken. We see the houses that are broken. We see the economy that's broken. We see the emotions that are broken, and it causes destruction. This is not a fault. This is just an action. We can create a different action. Your process, your exercise, right? Getting your body in shape, changing the exercises, eating right, living right, being happy, being joyful, forgiving yourself, to live, to love, to share, to teach. We have a process. But if you don't know what you're sweating for, you're just going in so many different directions. I'd like to thank everyone for listening to Weekly Wednesday with Dr. Paul. You can always reach me at drpaulwdyer@gmail.com and catch me on drpaulholisticsciences.com. Share your stories, share your life, be a testimonial. And I know once we pull this all together and hit the target, we all succeed in this life. And I love you all. Thank you.